welcome to my channel. My name is Alexis and today I'm going to be reviewing the Hot Tools Professional blow drying hairbrush. Okay, so everyone knows that this year the blow drying hairbrush has been huge. There are different brands, different price ranges, different colors, but it's the idea of having two tools in one, a hair dryer and a hairbrush. Now this is perfect for people who are not good at blow drying their hair. Like me, I just can't get my two hands to do two different tasks at the same time. I've tried it and I'm a hot mess. So this product is perfect for people who don't really know how to use the hair dryer really well, or for people who want a quicker way of doing their hair and a little less damaging than using a straight iron. So let me show you the one that I have. This is the Hot Tools Professional one. I got it in the black color. And I just want to say that before purchasing this one, I was interested in buying the Revlon one. It's about $10 cheaper on Amazon, and it's actually the most popular one, at least from what I've seen. I've seen it all over TikTok. I've even seen people on my Instagram page purchasing it and loving it. But when I went on Amazon, now I'm the type of person that looks at reviews. I don't know about you guys. And when I was looking at the reviews, I was seeing a lot of people complaining that the plate inside of the hairbrush would get really, really hot and burn their hair. And when I read that, I was like, I don't know. It was scary. It was scary, right? So I was like, I don't know. Let me keep reading. But it was multiple people saying the same thing, that the plate on the inside gets really, 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 really hot and it damaged their hair. I was also seeing that the people were saying that the bristles on the Revlon brush were pulling out their hair. Now, I have hair loss in general. I lose a lot of hair. I shed like a dog, unfortunately. And I just didn't want to risk losing more hair. And if it was one or two reviews, you know, I'd be able to just look it over. But there were a lot of people saying the same thing. The third review that turned me off to the Revlon was a lot of people saying that their product didn't last longer than 2 or 3 months, or 3 to 4 months. That it would just die, it would short circuit. And when you think about it, although Revlon is a very well-known company, you are paying $30 for the product, or $35, $36. So you're kind of paying for the quality that you get. And when it comes to hair products, I try to splurge a little more, and know that I'm using a product that isn't so damaging to my hair. So on the Amazon page, they had related products, and this one came out. This is a Hot Tools one. It was about $10 more, but the reviews were better for it, and I just felt more comfortable. So I was like, I'll drop $10 more for a product that won't, you know, hopefully damage my hair as much. Because I'm telling you, when I saw the Revlon price, I was like, what? It's only $30 and it's gonna do my hair? I'm getting it. But it's like, let me put $10 more, you know, big baller here. So this baby came into my life. Now, I just want to say that this is not my first time using it. This is going to be my 4th time using it in like the span of like 5 or 6 weeks. And the reason for this late review is because I wanted to give you a complete review of what it was like using it for the first time, what it's like using it in your hair at the moment, and what it's like afterwards. Because I feel like a lot of reviews sometimes tell you how it is as in first impressions, but then they don't come back and tell you, oh, how long did your hair last like that? How did your hair feel? Was it like dry? Did it feel damaged? So I'm giving you the whole full review today. So just quick steps on how to use it. It's plugged in, but it's got a pretty long wire, which is really great because I don't have an outlet in my bathroom, which I think is really weird. I think all bathrooms should have outlets. And you basically have to wash your hair, and you have to let it kind of dry up a little bit in a hair towel or something, because your hair needs to be damp. It cannot be wet. And I'm telling you this because the first time I ever used the brush, I had soaking wet hair, and it took forever to dry. Using the brush, I had to go over the same section like 8 times just to get it to look decent, and then it would be frizzy because it wasn't dry all the way. It was a mess. It was a mess. So please do not use it on wet hair. It needs to be damp. Leave it in a hair towel for a few minutes, or you can use a t-shirt. This is actually a t-shirt towel because microfiber towels and like regular towel materials actually makes my hair frizz up. So It's a cute t-shirt towel. And I let it soak up most of my hair, but I keep a water spray bottle with me just in case, because sometimes our hair dries up differently in different sections. Some parts dry up a little faster, so it's a good way to touch up during your process, because you don't want to do it on dry hair either. It needs to be damp. Another thing I use before doing it, so a product I like to use before using the tool on my hair is a heat protector. So a product I like to use is Treseme's Heat Tamer. It's a heat protecting spray, and I like to do it in big sections. I don't do it all over my hairs. I feel like I don't get it through all of my hair. So I do it like in big 3 or 4 sections. I spray it, and then I like to brush it out. So because my hair is still damp, you don't want to just use any brush. You could use a wide tooth comb, or I like using this one. This is a wet brush. And this one's actually really cute. My mom got it for me. It's got a Disney princess in the back. It's Belle from Beauty and the Beast. But this one's a really gentle hair brush. The bristles are super flexible, so I don't feel it ripping in my hair. But I definitely suggest you untangle your hair, detangle your hair in the shower with conditioner on, or while you're rinsing the conditioner out using a wide tooth shower comb. It makes the detangling process when you take it out so much easier. I have either no tangles or very few. So that way I'm not brushing it through my hair so much and risking breakage in my hair. I've had my hair in my towel for about 15-20 minutes, and I think it's ready to pass the brush through. So I'm going to jump into a quick time lapse of how I use it, and then we'll be back to talking. Okay, so this is the finished result. I personally like my hair flips to be flipping out, so I did a lot of motion with my brush when I grouped my hair together in individual pieces. I think it just complements my layers better. Also, I didn't decide on the part of my hair until the end. Normally you would part your hair at the beginning, so that way you can just dry your hair the way you want it to be, but I couldn't decide between side part or middle part until the end, so that's how it came out. Also, if you notice, I did a lot of upward brushing and backwards brushing and forwards brushing when I got to the crown of my hair, so that way I can get more volume on the top. I personally like big, voluminous hair. Okay, so now the finishing touch to my hair, I'm going to use Wella's hair oil. This is called Oil Reflections Luminous Smoothing Oil. So I just take about a drop, what the one pump is. Then I'm going to rub it into my hands, warm it up, and then apply. So I try to do it very lightly, focus on my ends, since that's really the driest part of my hair. And then whatever's left over, I brush through the top of my hair, on the sides. This is going to give my hair shine. It also smells really, really good. And as I mentioned before, I love products that smell good on my hair. And it's also going to give it like not such a dry look, you know what I mean? So this is the final product. Okay, so now final reviews of this brush. If you noticed during the video, I know I time-lapsed it, but it took between 6 to 8 strokes for each strand of hair in order for it to get straight. And that's that I used it on the highest heat setting, which is the hottest, and the fastest blowing air coming from the brush. I personally like to use it this way when I'm in a rush because it dries my hair much faster. But of course, if you're using the low setting, which is also heat but comes out much slower, it will take longer for your hair to dry. But it also depends on the sections you do and how thick your hair is. Lastly, cool means that the air is going to be cold. I didn't mean to turn it on. The last setting is cool, which means that the air coming out of the brush has no heat at all, which will also take a little bit longer. So my hair in total took between 30 to 35 minutes to complete, and that was on the highest heat setting. But it got the job done, I feel, and I know it's gonna last the longest this way. But now, speaking of lasting, now comparing this to a straightening iron, for example, or a professional blowout, this hair does not last as long. And I'm talking about the style. If you want your hair to look as good as day one, you would probably have to do touch-ups. You'd probably have to wrap your hair really well at night so that it's not going all over at the place, and the friction of your pillow won't make it frizzy. But it also depends on how your hair behaves on its own. Humidity has a factor as well. In terms of needing a quick hairdo, this would be the tool to use because it's really quick and it's effective in the moment. But if you want a style that's going to last you a couple days, then I would suggest maybe touching up with a flat iron afterwards, or just keeping in mind that you'll probably have to do touch-ups the next day as well. So out of 5 stars, I would give this a 4.5 stars. I don't give it 5 because of the fact that it doesn't last. If this lasted, I'm talking about the hairstyle. If the hairstyle were to last longer than a day, I would give it the 5 stars. But because I know by the end of the day my hair might be a little bit frizzy, or I would just need to touch up the next day, I give it half a star less. But other than that, it's quick, it's effective, it's very easy, it's not as tiresome on the hair, and I personally like the blowout look compared to straight ironing. So if you're going for a blowout voluminous look, this is definitely the tool for you. I'm going to be linking this product as well as all the products that I used in this video in my description below, and I hope you enjoyed.